First audio recording.
It's all the pre-game chatter they don't get to hear. And they don't get to hear. Greetings and welcome to Die Dragon Die presents the Grand Temple of Jing, Season 1, Episode 10. I'm your DM and host, joined by two-thirds of the Ontario crew. How is everyone doing on this fine Monday? We're playing on Monday.
Good. Getting ready to go to Egypto.
Right. Amon's going to Egypt, so he'll be off and on while if we play in the next couple
Sweating profusely for the next few weeks.
That too.
He'll be in a much more opulent room because every room in Egypt is more opulent than Amon's basement. Like they just
lots of kids crap everywhere. It's like that's just a clean couch behind me, is just pure chaos.
I had like a great gym session today.
Nice.
I did some overhead press that went really well. I felt really good about it. So, everything's feeling all right.
It was just a standard busy work day for me. That's about it.
Yeah, I'm trying to finish off all my stuff for work. Like when I go, it's like I don't want to think about anything. Nothing. When I come back, it's gonna be fresh pages.
You're not bringing your work laptop with you to Egypt?
Nay, sir. Nay. I'm turning this sucker off for a few weeks. The nicest thing about this is we're going to go and stay with my wife's family. So I'm just going to give them the kids. I'm just going to lock myself in the room.
Yeah, I guess visiting family, it's like, you're visiting a bunch of babysitters.
Get to sleep in. Sleep late. Oh, God.
Nice. Hey, you see him. You haven't seen your aunt.
Yeah.
No, aunt, go.
Go
other aunt, go.
You can have fun. It's going to be great, buddy. So hot outside. Bye.
Your history and your people. Go.
Learn some culture, kid. Go.
Go get some culture. Oh, funny. Let's do some recap of what happened on Saturday, last game. A good troll song. The party comes across signs of another adventuring party passing through the welcoming chamber. Oorex spots a crow on the other side of the deadly trap. The party returns to the Kobold Halls and finds a magically warded library. Tee-hee.
A dick dog.
That's one of those... such a good use of a spell. I've never seen it used to such effect.
At low levels, trying to get by the mage's hound.
What? We got some people who are like really straightforward thinkers, right? If we were a bunch of sneak thieves, we'd be like, "Oh, there's a dog," and run away from it or whatever, and it wouldn't have been a thing. But we had like, of course, I stand in front of the threat until the threat goes away. Just trade blows with the thing, yeah,
for an hour until you can't anymore. Chimchim recalls strange details before his first wife's death. The party finds special books. In search of magical berries to help cure the sick, the party enters the Twinkling Caverns on level 2, learns a new song, and faces a trio of clay constructs.
And the what's his name?
Oh, yeah, and the critic, the two-headed troll.
No, troll, sorry.
You guys are standing there panting a little bit over the field of victory, I think is where we left off.
Yes.
Zilch is done chewing on whatever berries she found on the other side.
Stelios is going to channel positive energy just to top everybody off.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much does that heal?
14? I think it's 14.
14?
Yeah.
Okay. Oorex is healed, Nils is healed, Granite's healed, and...
everyone's healed.
And Chimchim. Oh, you only have 3 damage.
Doesn't take much to bring me up or down.
He went below 0, but it wasn't a lot of damage to do it.
That's just not a lot of damage. 30-some damage or something like that.
Okay, you're standing amongst the bushes that have barberries in them.
Huh. Yeah,
the ones on the other side of the bridge look like they've been harvested recently.
Is there soil, or are the trees sprouting out of the stone, or
the trees are sprouting out of the stone kind of cracks and gives way wherever their roots are to show soil, but there's not enough soil for you to really dig.
Stelios is like poking it with Stelios is walking over triumphantly to the fucking troll and picking his spear out of its head. Screw you, boyo.
Yeah, you take your spear back. I'm not too sure if you're interested in a regular large club that he dropped on his way over to try to rip Chimchim in half.
I don't think we have any wielders of that. So I
No.
Okay, Nils?
Well, sorry, we are interested in anything. Like, it's of monetary value, and a Jing statue will probably take it. So
Yeah, it's 2 categories.
I'll give you a 1 in 3 chance that it's masterwork.
nice.
Go ahead.
1 on a 1. Okay, so it's a masterwork, large.
I can. Do you want me to write that down, or are you writing that down?
I got it.
Okay, thank you. Do not make collisions.
There were also 3 masterwork spears from the terracotta warriors that survived. I think you beat the crap out of all of their shields. There are 3 masterwork heavy shields that are all destroyed.
We can repair those though, right?
I've got
and then a masterwork great club large.
Cool. So I can, assuming we have some days where we're not too beaten up, I can repair the shields.
So Stelios then goes and collects the weapons and the shields.
Yep.
Okay. Zilch is over by the waters again, kind of tapping.
Yeah.
Are the waters clean here?
Hey,
the waters they have leaves and maybe some rotten berries in them. You actually go up to the water, give me a knowledge nature, or just tell me what your bonus is.
Okay.
I think it was plus 17 for some reason. I remember.
Yeah, he's got a high number.
Okay.
Nature 17. Yeah.
Okay. There's ecology here. You actually see a couple of crayfish, some little minnows, some what somebody would call slime on the rocks, which is actually algae.
So we can drink this water.
Yeah, the water is clean, and if you spend some time, you could probably scrape together a meager amount of food from just this puddle.
Yeah, we should check if the other puddles are the same, like this one.
Like, we're talking subsistence. It's like, here's my pile of minnows and, like 3 clams, like that sort of.
I'm pretty certain the bugbears can.
Nils, you walk over to the bodies. The bodies look like that they've been slashed open by the troll. They don't have any weapons. You're not too sure where their weapons went. There's something weird about the goblin body, though. There is a dart in the back of his head, and the goblin's head looks like it's frozen into a block of ice. That block of ice is bobbing in the water.
Okay, he's gonna wrap his hand in cloth and pull the bodies out of the water. Just nothing's floating away.
Yeah, for some reason, it looked like the troll was just stuck their heads in the water, and their heads are kind of bloated. You could see some like leeches have latched onto the bloated heads. The goblin head, however, is intact but kind of frozen. There are a couple of tendrils of bluish light coming from the fletching in the dart that is embedded in the back of the head of the goblin.
Hey, something's up here. There's something magical about these this one's death.
Icky Macer comes walking over.
See this blue dart.
He unfurls his hands from the large cowls or the large sleeves of his robe, and he casts a spell, and the dart is magical.
It maintains its magic.
It has transmutation and a bit of evocation.
Is it safe to pull out?
Okay, with his
He
offhand,
gives you is it safe?
with his offhand, he'll wrap his hand in a cloth and go to pull it out.
Okay, it is, the metal is distinctly cold, but it's not doing
Burn your hand
damage
like
to
frost.
you. And with your strength, you're able to like wiggle and pry this thing out. A few of the clumps of hair and skin from the back of the maybe a little bit of bone from the frozen skull of the goblin come off. But you have a war dart, like this is a functional weapon.
Is it a throwing or a blow dart?
No, it's a throwing dart.
Okay. Let's throw that under our star sheet.
It is highly
Adam,
magical.
did you get that? Okay, Adam, did you grab that, or do you want me to write that down?
The dart?
Yeah, magical.
Magical dart? Okay, I can add it. I'm already in there.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I wasn't sure. You were typing. I was like, are you doing it?
Oh, no, sorry. I thought I muted and was typing.
Okay.
I screwed up my mute.
It's all good. Nothing embarrassing happened. All right.
Mickey Mason is describing that there's quite a bit of magic on it, and he's pointing at a couple of rings that are on the dart.
Do these rings? What do you mean by these rings?
This is where the magic of the weapon is. There are three powers of the weapon. The first one, I'm guessing, makes it magical. The next two, one is transmutation, the other is evocation. I'm guessing that the blue tinge from the end, you kind of, as you're grabbing it, like put your hand near the end of the dart and go, that will hurt. Like that is deathly cold at the end.
That is very cold indeed. So are you saying these rings can be removed? Is that what you're saying?
Perhaps with some time and study, it is a curious way of making a magic item. Perhaps they can be transferred to other items. Something mightier than a dart. Although I can shoot a dart, you could shoot a dart, I imagine.
And the target might not die and run away with it.
I am not too sure what this ring does.
Maybe the old elf will know.
It is quite a find. We can cast spells later, too.
Do they have any other treasure on them? Coins?
No, it looks like their
medallions?
pockets have been turned inside out, and they're not carrying any weapons or gear.
They've already been robbed from their weapons and their possessions. Whoever threw this, it looks at the troll, is not here anymore. It definitely wasn't that troll.
What is Oorex on the other side just going to Chimchim? Robbed. We don't rob things. People don't rob here. They just
the goblin looked like it was torn apart by the troll. The dart was pretty far into his head. It could have just been placed there afterwards. Maybe the troll is trying to make a tasty treat.
Goblin sickle. Frozen goblin brain.
It would be interesting to see where this troll leaves this treasures.
Perhaps it sleeps around here somewhere. Mickey Macer's looking around, but he's definitely not.
Survival. Yeah, I'll do survival to kind of track where this guy.
While you're tracking, give me a roll. What is this group doing along the bank? Granite's helping Stelios pack away some of the broken shields and
Oorex is trying to convince Chimchim that he should go through the puddle to go get the magic Healy berries.
32.
I'll show you. And Zilch is like little fucking cat in the water swimming away.
Yeah.
All right, Chimchim, you go get the berries. Oorex will go with them, despite getting wet and not liking getting wet.
Okay.
Oorex is going to take his jacket and tie off and leave them here before getting in the water.
Granite with one of the spears that you guys got just hooks your jacket and tie and puts it over on a branch on the bush.
Thank you, sir.
Chimchim will wade in.
Wait a minute. The water is surprisingly cool and fresh.
We're gonna see what my swim is.
Do you have to go underwater through this gap?
Yeah. The water, there's maybe about an inch or two gap that, like, you could see the top of the water.
Oorex was thinking about throwing the hip waders on, but then it's like,
I got a
Okay.
-3 swim. Does it look deep or can I just walk through it?
You'll be swimming at this part. Zilch is swimming throughout the entirety of it. She already
I'm
paddles.
not the
She's
best
able to keep her head above
swimmer.
the water. She's like doing this little doggy paddle.
I'm not the best swimmer, you see.
If you drown, you just come back. Let's go.
Very still water, I believe, is like DC 5 swim check.
I got a -3, big guy. Not
We
bad.
didn't even take a single rank in water. You need to go to an aqua
Oh,
science
Calm
class.
water's 10, but I'm saying like this is like almost still.
This is a pool.
It's a pool. It's probably being fed somewhere. Like there's maybe a little tiny bit of a current, but there's also you can put your feet down in some spots and actually wade. So if you take 10, because there's no combat going on, you get a 7, which means you are able to, with difficulty, navigate this pool.
Oorex will help. Oorex has a 4 swim.
Okay,
Struggling
plus 4
through.
swim.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, you're able to. You take a breath. You go under. Your angular body allows you to glide a little bit, and you could already see Zilch's up on land. You do see some. The cavern in here also has the brilliant star field above it, like it just continues along the top of the cavern. There is a bush that in here that looks like it's also a barberry bush, but these particular, while there's not many left, these particular fruit look very vibrant and very plump.
I wonder if they keep their properties, if they're
Get your ass on land before wondering.
I wonder.
He's in a loincloth. At this point, he's just in a loincloth, so it's just very sad.
Well, I was just at the gym.
He's leaning
An old man in
leaning
a
on you.
loincloth. I'm fully aware of that sight.
He's leaning heavily on you, like hold me, help me up. Thank you.
All right.
Oh,
Now, Kate, you feeling better?
yes,
Pick some bloody berries.
quite dangerous over there. Should be careful. He's interested in the berries, and he's looking at this pool of water as well.
Okay, this pool of water actually goes pretty deep by the end of it.
Ooh, look
Rex
at
is going
that.
to just have a sword out and sort of stalk the water, assuming some horrible monster's going to jump out and try to eat our druid. And by horrible monster, I mean some beautiful surprise of Jing.
Okay. Wow. Neat.
Yeah.
The sea has come to get you.
He's just picking up 2 berries,
Okay.
and he's going to cast.
Give me 2d4.
I find it interesting how Chimchim sidestepped there when upon Marty's reaction, Chimchim moved 5 feet further away.
2 and 3.
So there are only 5 berries that are harvestable in the plant.
All right. He'll bring an extra one and just try to. Is there a way to keep this thing going
So you've picked
magically?
2 berries?
I've picked 2 berries. I'm wondering if there's another way. Is there a way to preserve these berries, their essence? Marty, is there a way to make a potion out of this berry and preserve it?
So you've got 2 berries in your hands.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Those he's not going to mess with. Those he wants to get these to the orcs as fast. I mean the what are they called? The bugbears as soon as possible.
There are 3 left on the bush.
Can I tell from their size and the size of the other ones and like the other properties, like with knowledge of nature, how often they grow here? Knowledge nature. Let me get each knowledge.
Yes, this one you can give me a roll.
17.
I'm also going to glance at your other skills.
27. Knowledge arcana.
No, I'm looking at your alchemy.
Oh, alchemy. 14.
Okay. You could probably identify the properties of eating these things with your alchemy.
No.
What is it?
Sorry, repeat that.
This bush is very old, and the rate at which it will produce fruit is very slow.
Okay, knowledge nature. Where would I clip so that I can give it some? Now, question is, what is giving this thing its properties? Is it the bush? Is the bush actually different than the one outside?
The bush is magical. It has magical properties. It is very old and fragile.
Mm.
It is producing berries at a very slow rate in its aged years.
So some plants can grow off, like can grow shoots from like a little branch or a root or whatever. Does this thing appear like it has that ability? Without killing it, would I be able to pull a piece out and have it grow again?
You could try. Failure would probably mean killing the plant.
Yeah, no, it's not worth it yet. We'll get better at our job first.
The DC of the alchemical check to figure out what this berry does is 25.
25, eh? Yeah, we're gonna have to get better at our job. Well, I have a crafter's fortune. I think I have that.
It's an interesting use for it, but yes, because your skill allows you to identify potions, you are kind of a herbalist druid, and
so
yes, you
plus
could
5,
crafter's fortune for a +5 to help you identify what these berries do.
Plus 19, and then like a guidance or something. Guidance, so 20. So
Yep.
75% success.
Given that Zilch has already eaten 1 or 2 of them, she's saying she feels fabulous. She can give you an automatic +2.
Okay, so plus 22, so 3 or higher.
Oorex has nothing, unless it's a trap. He doesn't have much to contribute to it.
Yeah, maybe
he's guarding.
Psychological trap. Don't eat the poison berry bush. You know.
Yeah, he's focusing, or use magic device. He's focusing on guarding from what he's assuming is some horrible water monster that's gonna
just pop out.
Explode us for being greedy.
Yeah, it gets pretty dark down in this little corner. It's like the passage goes under, and there's no longer any.
There's dancing lights down there now. Oh, it's dark down there. We're gonna put the dancing lights down in the water because it's a thing we can do.
Oh, okay. This is nothing like.
You're pretty sure you saw an eel. It was only about 1.5 feet long. But you're pretty sure you startled an eel when you.
You're pretty sure the eel startled Oorex, and he's 5 feet over the
other.
Yeah. Because he thought like Cthulhu was down there.
I was watching Horrors of the Deep, like little YouTube shorts. I'm like, I should stop doing this. I'm gonna go swim in the sea in a little while. I should really stop watching this crap.
The movie Under Paris was actually delightful in some cases.
Yes, I saw that.
It's a delightful shark movie.
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all.
Yep. I like the scene when all the Zillennials get.
Yeah, that was funny.
All the ones that just know better than anyone else. They all. Anyways, spoiler. It's a shark movie. Everyone gets ate.
It's a slasher movie or monster movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Oh no, they killed him. It's what it is.
Sure, I think Chimchim, this is a good opportunity to try to do that, and with 3 left, it's not a bad idea.
Okay. Well, you picked 2, and you've got 3 on the bush, so.
Sorry?
You picked 2 berries, and there are 3 left on the bush.
Yeah, I don't have the guidance prepared, so I'll have to do that tomorrow.
Let me check to see if Zilch has guidance.
Not guidance. I don't have Crafter's Fortune. I don't have that.
Got it. But Zilch can give you a guidance.
Yeah, but I'd rather have a +5 than an extra +5. Yeah, I'll wait 24 hours.
+4 for 4th level, but yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah.
You get a +1 from Zilch.
There you go.
+1, then a +2. Yeah, I'll wait till tomorrow to get a Crafter's Fortune and then stack those tomorrow. But yeah, we'll take 2 berries and hopefully
How long do you think they'll be potent?
I'm not sure. Perhaps
Well, why
like
didn't you come over here? I could have grabbed the berries for you. Gonna eat another one. They make me feel wonderful.
No, I really, sorry. I think we should get the bugbears here and not just pick them ourselves. We should get the bugbears and just have them eat
Yeah,
them.
bugbears. They're probably burning all the books by now.
Yeah, we didn't really find any of them that interesting, other than the ones we already took.
How long do
Zilch
you
cast
think?
guidance on you again.
How long do you think do they all do the same thing? Are they different? Are we just going to feed bugbears and see what happens?
From what I understand, from what the locals have been saying, they just cure you. Screw it, let's try it. So he's gonna give me a +2 and then 1 guidance, so
Yep.
17. All right, let's do it. Yeah, 28.
Okay. These magic berries, you're pretty sure will. Okay. They cure disease and remove curses at 20th level caster.
How long will they stay potent?
They heal for 2d8 damage, and they grant you a +2 to, I guess, enhancement bonus to all of your ability scores for 24 hours.
Fuck the bugbears.
Now that you've picked the berry, it will last for, it'll stay ripe for a week. 5 days.
+2 to stats.
Enhancement bonus to all ability scores.
Oh, these are poisonous. I wouldn't eat any of these if I were you. You were lucky.
So you've picked 2 berries.
Gonna stay good for a week. Okay. I'm looking at my magic to see if there's any way that I can extend these. Who the hell made
Would
these?
a gentle repose extend the freshness?
Maybe.
I don't have gentle repose. You do. You might.
Oh, they also acted like a good berry.
You'll also make you full.
Yeah, that's I thought.
They're like a hero's feast super buff. Oh, anyway, it's filling.
Oh, so they're really good, huh?
Yeah, very good.
Can I eat
No,
3 that are on the tree?
no, you should. It will benefit you nothing anymore.
Oh,
It will give you no benefits. Please don't eat any more of them. This berry is very, very old.
oh, I only see 2 on the tree.
Did you eat another one?
No.
So he's moving over to eat one.
Looking under the tree.
Stay. Stop it! Stop it!
It's like a
These are very valuable.
1,000 gold piece potion.
Oh, Zilch sticks her head in the bush, and
There's a really crusty one in the middle.
Oh,
It looks
Nice.
rotten.
Rex will take a peek at the rotten one.
okay, the rotten one is like a filthy grape with white and bluish fungus growing on it. It looks like it's got, I don't know, something deep inside the fruit that's undulating slightly. Like there's some movement. And it's giving off a slightly purple glow.
this is very interesting. Similar CR for knowledge alchemy or craft alchemy,
Yeah.
but I don't get a +2 though, right? Only a +1.
No, Zilch didn't eat.
I didn't eat a rotten one.
And
That's a good plan. So 10. See, it's a 50-50 chance. I'm not screwing with that. I'm 4th level. I don't have anything to cure poison like this.
What do you mean?
cursed.
You've got a thing in your other hand.
I'm not. It's not worth using it on. Like, we'll come back to this one. It's very interesting.
If only we had a dwarf, says Oorex.
Yeah, well, dwarves are
Tough.
very
You
interesting.
can eat whatever. Just give one. See what happens.
A 3-inch long lungfish has just kind of crawled outside of the water where you stuck in your
The dancing lights.
your dancing lights. It's just kind of on the shore, breathing awkwardly.
Okay, I'm going to stab it onto the end of my sword
Okay.
and have some sashimi.
Okay.
Is he 3 foot long?
No, 3, like
A 3-inch.
long.
Oh, okay.
A large anchovy showed up on the surface.
Okay, it's slimy.
Right. Okay then.
Oorex is eyeing up the berries as a potential dessert, but he's
I highly recommend we save these for later.
Other people know they're here. You know that, huh? The troll did?
the troll's dead and the clay assholes.
Mm. You know what? Let's pick all of them then.
Yay!
Excited.
Pick, not eat, you monster!
All right, I'll let you pick.
Do
I
these
have to pick them
berries?
with my teeth.
Do these berries have seeds?
Is this one of the types of plants where they don't have the male and the female of the same plant? You actually have sexed trees. If we got half of the equation.
But fruits will.
The barberry shrub self-seeds freely. You can quickly propagate it from the seed. Yes, the berry has seeds.
He's guessing that the water that is feeding it is coming from here, not from here.
Sorry.
Or actually, it's probably this is just probably seeping through from here. I don't know where the magic's coming from. I'll assume it might be the tree, and hopefully from the seeds he will.
Hey, Chimchim.
Yes.
You know you got that bag around your waist that you keep spouting out about being all the different tomatoes?
Yeah.
Somewhere around here is probably where you want to stick some of them seeds for your tomatoes. Because I wonder what the light does to the tomatoes.
Yes. This is exactly where I was going with this.
You said you were going to grab the last 3 berries, and then there's a very.
I think there's 4 berries. I think
Yep.
we're grabbing all 4.
I'm grabbing all 3.
Okay, so you
I was safe
harvest.
as the 4th.
You harvest.
Can I identify the last berry as if it were a magic item?
The 3 berries without problem.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, it does have magic.
I will cast identify on the berry, and then I might as well just identify the berry. I will identify the gross berry,
Okay.
but it glows purple, which I mean, purple is the color of edgelords, so being an edgelord sounds pretty cool.
All right, DC 25.
You were complaining about a 50-50. Let's go!
Oh, wait. So magic items are... give me a second.
So I got 25, but I don't know you're going to do the math. It's going to be worse. It's going to be like 40. 35. It's cash level 20.
Yeah.
I can help you, I think.
It cures your diseases and heals you and restores some hit points and makes your ability scores.
Nothing bad happens. And it's already old, so it probably lasts longer. Okay.
Did you do anything to it?
Well,
did you injure
now
it?
that I've successfully identified it as being, it's like the other ones, but purple.
You're an idiot, actually. Did you pick it or did he not pick it?
He was looking at it very closely and he identified it. You picked all 5 berries. I'm putting them down on your sheet.
Perfect. Is the branch that it's attached to, is it dead? Like, is it still supplying nutrients or not?
The berry is still attached to the tree.
Yes,
If this were any other plant, you would have picked it and discarded it by the look of it.
Mhm.
You would trim that whole little stem off.
Yeah. I'd really want to see what young Icky here has to say about it. Okay.
I think he's off with Nils playing with bodies.
Ah, those fools. This is where the treasure is. This is where the value is.
Oorex, the three of you, could you give me a perception check?
Stop. I got distracted from making certain I wasn't getting surprised. All right. Is this a trap or non-trap based thing?
Non-trap.
Oh, additionally, sorry. The spellcraft was a 27, not a 725. But I don't think that really matters.
Nope.
29%.
Same result. Perfect. 28 on the perception.
29.
There was a 28 and 29. Wow. There was a shadowy shift in the light coming from the bottom of where you sent your lights down.
Where the dancing lights are, yep. Something
passed in front of one of the lights, which caused the water to change color a little bit from the passing of the light.
We're gonna.
I think we should leave now. Let's go. It's time to leave.
Okay, we're gonna.
Chimchim, with a 29.
Mm-hmm.
You thought out of the corner of your eye that your own shadow lingered too long where it shouldn't have been before it kind of snapped back and moved like a regular shadow did.
Whatever caused
Like your shadow got stretched a little bit. And then it snapped back to shadows cast from the twinkling lights and Oorex's lights. There was something weird that happened to your shadow. A cold, goose pimply feeling goes up your spine.
It's going to take me a long time to kill a shadow with a +1 sling in close quarter.
We should leave. We should definitely leave here.
Okay. So it's just swimming at speed 5.
Did we get the
last one? I'm thinking about it.
It's still in the bush. You guys haven't said you're harvesting it.
I'll just grab it.
Fuck you, Chimchim.
Go ahead.
Go grab it. He's going to grab
fine.
the whole branch and go.
Okay, you take off the stem and
I take it off the stem. I take it in a not a gardener way. City folk out at the berry picking kind of methodology.
Chimchim puts a little cloth for him to put it in.
Yeah, the two of you.
So he doesn't want to get it wet.
You're able to pack it away. Where are the other berries? Are they in a pocket or in a vial or?
The berries are. I'll put them in another protected vial.
Okay, they're about the size of a small grape.
Okay.
Pretty certain Chimchim measures things in tomatoes, so it'd be cherry tomatoes.
So on Chimchim's way out, can he throw some tomatoes here?
You can go back. You could throw some, but if you wanted to plant some, you'd have to dig around where the roots are touching the ground.
Yeah, I think we'll come back for that. There's some trees out here too, sucker. Here we go.
If I roll a 1, you guys see something before you leave. Nope.
Bye-bye. Smell you later.
Air escape.
Oorex is practically pushing Chimchim.
Go.
Hard time swimming.
It's trying to kill me.
He's like on all fours, drenched.
Next time I'm just going to drown you and then drag you through.
Grande comes and kind of picks you up out of the water and puts you down on dry land.
Oh, Grande, my boy. Thank you. Always reliable. Always there to support me.
All right, let's go over to where Nils and Icky Macer wandered off. All right, so Nils, the troll wanders throughout here all the time. It kind of avoids It avoids these statues. The water is traveling in this direction. The troll, there's signs that he poops, like he's smart enough to poop at the end where the water goes out, and he probably bends over and drinks at this end. A lot of his tracks, while he does wander around this chamber a little bit, you do see tracks leading in and out of this section here.
I think he's to the right. That's where his lair might be.
What was the roll on your
32.
32? Yeah, you're able to follow the troll. The troll's big. There's lots of detritus from the leaves from the bushes, tracks, old mulch in the ground, patches of earth. Like not every bit of the cavern is earth, but there are patches of it, and you're able to track the troll.
Let's see. He seems to be definitely down in here. Careful with your head.
It smells a little bit like the troll in this area, and you're pretty sure that this is a sleeping den for the troll. There are some rotted mats of clothing and perhaps bits of armor that he's collected from victims to kind of create a bed along this far wall. There are all sorts of garbage and broken containers. Also bits of clothing from his victims strewn throughout the room. There are a collection of buckets. Some of them have teeth marks in them. The water looks fresh, and it is generally moving through the rocks slowly in that direction. You do see that there are a couple of fish, like little tiny fish, in the water.
To be honest with you, this is not a bad spot at all. He's smart enough to pick a nice area. If you can detect magic, could you please have a look through there?
He's gonna pull his sword out and or his shadowy blade out and kind of like just make sure there's nothing in the water.
Yep. Icky is now casting a spell and looking around the room. He then goes up to... He kind of groans a little bit and bobbing in the water. It looks like a scroll tube. Unfortunately, water has gotten into the scroll tube.
He'll pick it up, and this will go in and pick it up.
Icky Macer does slowly pull out a water-sogged, what looks like scroll that's still intact.
Good find.
And then, Nils, give me a perception check.
Okay. Wrong guy to do that. No.
Pretty certain your job category was scout in the army.
9. He's not the best compared to the druid.
That's true. I think something might be wrong, and then the druid dies.
28.
You do see that there is a sizable sack that is in the corner close to where the troll sleeps.
Did you take a look at that bag? Look at it. It's over there in the corner.
I do not see any magic on the bag. Maybe it's thick. Show me the contents.
He goes in and grabs it.
You find like the giant's sack kind of thing. It looks like it's been stitched together from some heavy leathers, like the giant made it itself. It's just big round bag about the size of 2 medicine balls. There's a lot of junk in it, and perhaps rotting bits of bone that he found interesting.
Yeah, he'll flip it over, flip it inside out.
All right. Jumbled throughout this rotting garbage that the troll found interesting trophies, there are many coins that come spilling out. Several hundred, if not more. And out of the rotting mess, there is a very nice set of gloves that still have elvish hands in them.
Unfortunate.
How recent is this kill?
The kill is recent.
Finger food.
Within the last, I would say, few days to a week.
If he's eaten an elf. Chimchim was looking for those bands, weren't they? Orange ones, yes?
The orange banners. You guys then start looking through the clothes. Oh, Icky Macer doesn't like this. The smell of the troll mat. It's a very pungent, horrible sweat from the troll. There's probably feces mixed in. He probably doesn't wipe very well.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps other substances. And then there are bones, like he's a monster and doesn't necessarily care about the. There are a lot of ants in here actually that are cleaning things out, that are basically munching on leftovers from the troll and carrying little bits back to the anthill that you saw. But we're talking the ants are about an inch.
Might be interested in seeing what the ants have collected as well. We'll collect the coins.
Okay. Let me. You spend the time that they were playing with the plant, basically separating the coins.
Yeah.
You've got 432 gold pieces and 147 silver pieces from the troll.
Okay.
From the troll lair.
He'll flip through his stuff like with his he'll turn his spear and his shadow into a spear.
Ikimasu does tell you that there is enchantment on the gloves.
Fascinating. We'll bring these to Chimchim and have them do whatever he wants to do with the hands. Perhaps there's a ring inside that he might recognize. Who knows? But he'll basically flip through and see if any of the clothing has the orange bands that he was looking for.
Yeah, it's a disgusting job. The further down you go, the more molded it is, and
It's only a week that he's looking for.
it's pretty gross. You guys collect as many coins as you can, and the only things that are glowing magical in the room were the gloves.
Okay, we're out.
While that group is gathering and getting out of the water, after having gathered their berries, Nils and Icky Macer are crossing the bridge back towards the berry patch.
Another spot that you might want to check would be where he defecates. Might have eaten a ring or two by accident and left it there when he pooped.
I've had enough smell of trolls today.
Doesn't bother me. I'll go check.
I'll stand back. The spell has a range.
Did we find everything that was looking?
We found some coins and gloves. These gloves look magical, but there's something inside of them that Chimchim deserves to see.
Did you find goat box?
No.
Okay. Celios is going to detect evil upon the southern portion of the.
Yeah, there's no evil coming from the south.
Okay. He has a disappointed look on his face. He doesn't have detect good. He's going to. It was that direction, so he's going to just sort of do a pass along this wall, and then I think he's going to end up finding himself in either 7 or 8.
Yeah, this is deep enough that you'll have to go across the bridge or take a swim. Plus, there's a lot of troll scat along the edges that Nils seems to be interested in. All right, hold up a second. So you are skirting along this wall. What are the rest of the guys doing? Are you going to go check out the poop? Is that?
Nils wants to go check out the poop. Chimchim wants to. He's wondering if he summons an earth elemental, if the earth elemental will be able to clear out a section of the ground, expose a bit of earth,
Yep.
so that he can put some seeds in them.
Okay, so Chimchim is playing gardener. Well,
Yeah.
What are these three doing?
Oorex.
Zilch goes and checks out what Nils is doing when she sees you're playing with poop. Nope, is gonna go right on. Not gonna go right on Stelios'.
Well, he turned his shadow weapon into a long spear, and he's kind of like.
Okay. And Icky Macer's like, step back, and he's detecting magic to search for the poop.
Oorex is cleaning out, like squeezing the water out of his slacks and just basically making himself clean and proper. And effectively guarding Chimchim.
Granted, it's not Granite's actually standing near Chimchim, watching what he's doing.
You see, if these things are able to grow here, tomatoes are quite resilient. Perhaps you can get quite more food here. Maybe.
Your
Can I
small
take
earth,
the X and con damage off his Zilch, or is that still there?
that is still there. That is damage from the disease.
So it's being counteracted by the pluses.
Yeah.
Awesome. Feeling fine.
All right. So yeah, he'll summon. I'll put a second circle spell and have it. Actually,
Granite seems thoroughly uninterested in like the farming thing. In fact, he's leaning on his pole arm and just like scanning. Oorex, it seems like a very practiced or like natural thing for him to keep an eye on others.
I get it. I don't need to know how the food is made. I just need to know the guy who makes the food. Keep him alive.
Yeah, we still have. Chimchim still has a spoon that feeds everybody, right?
Granite may have not put it that way before, but gives you a slow nod.
So yeah, he's gonna summon an earth elemental and have it kind of like do like a little path.
My people took to farming very well.
Good. Farming is the way to go. It feeds the earth, and the earth feeds back to you.
By helm, I did not.
That's all right. It's never too late, and it calms you, makes you better in combat.
There's a hierarchy to things. Circle of life and all that. Farmers are one step above worms. They
There's
need
the
worms, but worms also taste good. Kind of shrugs.
Is there a way to have the earth elemental make like a path from here, like just so that water kind of trickles down
I
and
don't think
feeds the
he's.
soil?
I think one summoning gets you a small patch of earth that you could put a small like. It disturbs enough of it that there's enough gravel and dirt.
Okay.
Stealing a couple handfuls from the nearest bush to just make a
patch.
You could plant a plant here.
Okay,
There's
I'll do that.
There's enough water in the chamber and
That I don't have to make
dripping
any. I have to
down,
deal with it.
in a couple of areas. You probably don't need to drown the plant.
Gotcha.
Probably self-irrigates in here somehow.
Okay, so he'll do that. He'll take like 2 tomatoes or just one will do actually, and just squish it into the ground, get the seeds nice and spread out.
Okay.
And
A little note here.
destroyed ecology.
Invasive species.
Tomato plant.
Yeah, no. Tomatoes are not a hardy plant. They're gonna get their ass kicked by everything else.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Hopefully, if they grow here, Chimchim will have some tomatoes.
Yes, which means that Oorex will have some tomatoes. Perfect.
Don't wander too far, Stelios.
Don't worry. Once I find goat, I'll turn back.
There's
Okay. There is a cavern. It looks like the water goes in. It's only like 2 feet deep at the initial grade, but it goes deeper.
Okay.
We'll perception check for the two of you.
Okay. We are also detecting evil, just in case that matters, but perception only. See, Nils has the highlighter power of the paladin. It highlights foes to fight. All right, perception. Oh, 25. Ooh. Okay.
Okay. Stelios, there's something that has curled up in a ball, like a little chitinous ball, just at the edge of the water. Like if you were to go in and like bend over to try to drink, it would attack you. But you can see it there. It's twitching ever so slightly, perhaps reacting to your presence. And it looked like a big crab-like thing.
When we're saying big, do we mean like normal world big or fantasy big?
I'll get the token. Where is it?
Crab larger than dog is big. Fantasy big.
If maybe it's about as big as you.
Nightmare fuel. It's okay.
One of its antennae move, like little feelers in its mouth, kind of moved a little bit. Then it's not moving.
Okay, it's not evil,
This thing
or it does not register as evil.
does not register as evil.
Do you think the crab ate the goat?
See it? It's big.
And Pinchy.
Yeah.
Nice. Adam needs to. Adam is having a complete it's Apollo? No, it's Poseidon. Adam forgot Poseidon, so Adam apparently needs to go back to classic studies. It is Poseidon's little guardian, I think. We're just going to we will leave him be unless we think the goat is in there. Although, dude, does anyone like crab?
Ichimix is telling Nils to move back. I won't be able to see anything with.
You're muted, Mohammed.
Freaking spacebar.
They're just arguing back and forth about how to move the shit so that he can how to move the crab properly. While you were digging through manure, can you give me a perception check, Nils?
Okay.
The thought of the troll stupidly eating something and passing through its system is not necessarily a.
It's not a bad idea.
Yep.
29, not 20.
Okay, you did spot something when you were over there.
Also, the being that has acid regeneration probably doesn't have the most potent digestive tract in terms of destroying things.
You found a silver and citrine signet ring worth 55 gold pieces.
Gotcha.
It was not magical.
Cool.
It's some little symbol that suggests that the culture wasn't very advanced. It's like a medieval stamp kind of thing.
Yeah, but still decent. It's something that we might want to.
It has value.
Yeah.
It does not have any magic on it, unfortunately. However, there's still some value here. Citrines are like orangish gems.
Something for Jing, perhaps.
Something for, I think, somebody said there was a market somewhere.
That could be valuable there.
Past the goblins, Goblin Forest, I think. I don't know. Oorex is adjusting his shirt and tying his tie.
Yep, Chimchim's done farming, and it looks like you guys are all done grabbing.
Stelios is asking, do you want something about crab for dinner?
No, thank you.
Oh, crab. That could be quite the meal.
Okay.
Quite the meal.
At this point, Stelios, one of the crab things did roll a 30 on its stealth check.
Oh,
So I think.
my God! There's two of them. I was about to start banging my shield to attract them, so I think I did preemptively that occur.
Yeah, you mistook them as crabs, not suspecting that they'd be out of the water. This one comes out of a hiding hole in the wall and is coming straight at you with a surprise attack.
Stelios makes a slightly unmanly sound.
And then one of them that isn't surprising you simply stands up out of the water. You saw that one kind of coming. But the one that came out of the wall, kind of down from the ceiling, is going to take its surprise attack. So it basically moves down and comes right at you.
Coming right forward.
Actually, no, from its hiding spot, it's going to release a thin filament of sticky silk.
Oh, that's good. It's coming right for me. Still. Stupid.
All right, this is a touch attack.
Oh, that's good. Not going to be very hard.
17.
My 5-foot touch attack? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, you're attached to the filament.
Don't worry, my spear will cut through that attachment very easily.
And it's kind of like it's 5 feet up along the side of the roof. It attached you with the filament.
Okay.
So,
Ugh. Yee.
and then the other cave fishers are basically you spotted them, so I'm gonna roll initiative.
Yep. I will start rolling my d20 for my battle clarity. 10 was my secondary d20 roll for Stelios.
Yeah, you lingering there at the entrance and just chatting away.
Guys,
One of them up.
I just they were big crabs. They weren't big enough to be like, oh my god, crabs, but they weren't small enough to be like, I'm just gonna go attack them myself.
Yep. Understood. Let's see. They've got a +1 on their initiative. I'll do it that way.
Go slow, crab.
And Stelios rolled a 6, so I'll replace that with a 10.
Nice.
Okay, Zilch is first. Zilch has bard songs left.
I think so.
Zilch will tippity tap the bard song and fly over to a branch away from the crab things. Crabs, crabs, crabs! Crabs, crabs, crabs! Oorex. And you can see Stelios kind of he makes the unmanly noise. He's got some sort of goo stuck to the front of his, and it feels like it's like he's being pulled up. Or it looks like he's being pulled up.
We definitely have a problem if whatever's got him can actually pull him up.
Yep.
Double move, 5-foot step. Try to cut the thread.
Yeah, you can reach Stelios, so you can reach the thread.
All right. I will roll an attack roll and try not to roll a 1, I think.
The filament does have an AC.
Okay, perfect. It's just Bard Song. I'm not using any other powers aside from the heroism that is still running.
Okay.
Because he also might not be taking this as seriously as maybe he should. AC 19 against the filament.
Yeah, you hit it. It's strong. It has DR slashing, so...
I've got a slashy sword.
Okay.
Okay, and I guess I do damage. So, sorry, it's 1d8 plus 8 damage.
8 damage is enough to cut the filament. There's a bit of sticky stuff on the front plate of Stelios' armor, but the cave fisher, part of the filament just falls to the ground, and then the filament goes back into the cave fisher.
Oorex is going to mimic the unmanly sound.
Grande will come running over, 30-foot speed, and then he'll enter his stance, allowing him to use his buckler while it's attached to his polearm. Cave fishers. Oh,
Here comes dinner. Now, I don't know if we're the dinner or they're the dinner, but somebody's getting Ed here.
all right. Okay, so this one is going to try to attach a filament to Stelios.
I don't want to go swimming.
AC 15.
My attached AC is 12 or 11.
Okay,
I'm
so
flat-footed still.
you're attached again, and then it's going to pull.
I don't want to go.
This is against your CMD.
Okay, I'm still flat-footed.
12.
I don't go.
Okay, so it's pulling.
It's tugging on me.
This cave fisher will attach a filament to Stelios.
Yep.
AC 6 touch.
that
It
one must have a
ground,
broken
and
eye sock.
you can see it just pinches it off, and then it like sticks to the ground. And then the one that tried to attach it to you climbs down from the roof and is going to claw you.
Okay. Huh.
AC 21. Snip.
No. While I'm very easy to stick things to, I've got a hard shot. We are both crab.
Yeah, there's a filament going from this one to Stelios.
They're all sticky and everything.
That was the fishers, unfortunately. Icky Macer. Wow. Burned crab.
Boiled crab. Steamed crab.
Yeah, he's going to double move over to here. His mage armor is still running,
Barbecued crab.
but minute per levels are down. I think he's pulling out his pole arm at this point.
Okay.
Stelios.
Did we skip my characters?
Nope, it's
Chimchim
first
and
round
Nils,
still.
rolled poorly. And Neil's got a 2 on his roll, and Chimchim got a 9.
Stelios is going to
Oh.
stab the kingfisher in front of him and aim and stab again if it's still up.
Yep.
He's the thing tugged very ineffectually on the string, so he's not super concerned about it.
Yep.
9, 10, 10, 8. AC 15.
Which is its AC.
Hoo-wee.
It does have a hard plate, but it's kind of crunchy underneath, and
then AC 16, because I'm assuming it takes more than one.
Yeah, you find the spots where to hit it.
All right. 10 damage on the first one.
It will block with its con.
Then 14 damage on the second.
21
Sure.
damage. It is bloodied. Through stabbing the thing, it's making high-pitched screeches. It does not like.
Does it have any stinky smells or anything about it? Or is it just like an oversized crab?
It's kind of a gross, oversized crab. Stinky smells.
They're shooting goo. Like, I'm trying to determine if this thing is edible.
You might have a look. You might have a look later on.
Stelios is attacking this from the "Can I eat it?" caveman mind.
Yeah, its strands are really sticky.
Is it delicious in dungeon?
Yeah, it's delicious in dungeon.
You don't want to cut across. You want to cut across with the.
There's got to be a way to cook this. Chimchim and Nils.
Chimchim's gonna move his buttocks over here. Oh, look! Going to have crab tonight.
That's what I've been saying.
What
you've been saying is.
He's going to pull out a bomb. I can't remember. Is it a standard action for him at the stage?
Standard action to throw a bomb. Yeah, you need fast bombs in order to.
Okay. We'll just stand back for now.
Okay. Chimchim, then Nils.
Makes a shadow blade.
Conjures a shadow blade. Okay, it doesn't seem to perturb the cave fishers. Although, there's lots of you now. Zilch will linger a bard song. Zilch is going to use a power, so she's going to fly over here, so she's closer. She has a power through Spirit Guide Oracle. She chose the Bonded Spirit of Heavens, which means she got to choose a hex from the Heavens list. The hex that she chose is Heaven's Leap. She really likes this chamber full of stars, meaning that as a standard action, she could designate an ally or herself within 30 feet to Jester's Jaunt them 30 feet. So she is going to Jester's Jaunt Nils to the other side of the crab. Are you willing to go? You feel butterflies in your stomach. Don't resist.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. There's a flash, and you're next to the crab thing with your sword in hand.
Cool.
You got ready to action? Awesome.
I moved twice and made a blade, so no.
Oh, you don't have a ready to action. Okay, so you're just ready to fight. Okay.
Oorex. And I think only once targeted by this hex, an ally cannot be targeted this hex again for the 24 hours. So basically,
Oorex is going to move
Yep.
into the flank.
Nice.
Is going to cut the crab, hopefully in half, and then if he's got another, if the crab doesn't go down, we'll see what happens. But we're gonna move. I will trigger a round of my. I believe in my. Do I? No, I'm going to leave that. I'm going to save that just in case. I will just go into the flank and attack the crab. AC 25.
It's a hit.
All right, and I think that's it. 15 damage.
15 damage. It's already taken its reaction, so that's 36. It is unconscious.
Okay, and then the last attack, he's going to attempt to cut the string on. He's going to cut the little strand on Stelios again.
Okay.
Or do we want to tug the crab? On the other end, does the crab have the string attached to its mouth, or how does it?
Yeah, it's coming out of its orifice.
Grande, grab the string. See, Oorex is going to aid in the. We got one. He's going to aid in the aid Grande in the TMB to pull the crab to us.
Okay.
Because it's funny. He successfully aids.
So a +2. You grab a hold of Stelios and you're tugging.
Yep.
Granite nods, and he's gonna basically turn his back to the cave fishers and push, like football, push Stelios back.
Nice.
I'm assuming Stelios is not.
I'm not resisting.
Okay. Let's see. Granite's CMB is +9.
+1 for Bard Song, +2 for aid.
I don't
You
know.
can do it, buddy.
I don't know if he's going to cast a spell to do this.
This is just fun. We're stunting right now. Until we find out the crabs have a ×5 crit claw. 2d10. Heads pop off.
19, the Fisher has a CMD of 16, so it gets pulled 5 feet.
Oh. Boop. Boop. We've pulled it onto land.
You pull it out of the water. It does not look like it's happy at this.
I'm pretty sure this is how fishing works.
It's weird though. It's like the strand didn't go slack. It ate the strand back up. Like it's fine with being closer. Yeah, it's gross. Or it's trying to get closer. Cave fishers. All right. This one is going to shoot a strand at Granite.
Good luck.
AC 8? No, he dodges that shit. And Granite's AC is pretty good.
Grant's touch AC is ridiculous compared to Stelios.
AC 24, touch AC 21.
That's a lot better than Stelios' touch AC of 13.
Yep. And then it scuttles forward. It's kind of dumb, so it scuttles forward all the way up to you guys.
This is a good sign that they're edible.
It has a 20-foot movement, so it goes up to there. And then this one is trying to pull back.
Tug of war.
Think you've got a +4 from.
Like people have entered the grapple.
Yeah.
Okay.
19.
Didn't need the +4, but it was close. Nah, I ain't going nowhere.
Okay, then it moves forward 10, eating up some of the strand as it goes.
Plop, 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 plop.
Sound effects.
It's the best part of D&D is the sound effects, man. It might not be the best, but it's still fun.
the little mandibles and just
Exactly.
eating up its own goo as it gets closer to Stelios. Stelios, you don't want it. Icky Macer. All right.
You can put a code on those if you really want to.
Yeah, Icky Macer's gonna bravely move forward, and he will cast a Burning Hands.
There's nothing in it.
Oh, he has to be. I can cast it from there. There we go. A torrent of flame comes out of Icky Mace's extended hand. The Burning Hands does 26 damage, save for half.
That's a good amount of damage.
Both of them failing.
Steamed in their own shells. Right?
Yeah,
So
there's
shit.
a high pitch crockery kind of tea kettle sound coming from them, and it's their innards being roasted inside of their own shells.
They're in their own serving dish.
They're sizzling, and they seem to be stunned by the fire coming from nowhere. Like they've stopped moving for a moment. Their mandibles burning. 26 damage. Yeah, they're beyond bloodied. Stelios.
We're going to go from.
He caught the thread in the fire as well. Even at half damage, it's more than enough to snap the thread.
Okay. Stelios is basically stepping in to threaten both the crabs.
Yep.
And he will attack the one that's closer to Icky Macer, just in case it decides to do something stupid.
Yep.
Well, my bombs are more difficult to throw because of this. Ah.
Please don't hit me with your balls. AC 18.
Yeah, you basically have your spear and shield in your hand. And you give it like an elbow between into it and the wall.
12 damage.
12 damage is enough to knock the thing out.
Okay. And then I guess I'll attack the other one. I have one action left. I don't have enough actions to aim.
Yeah, your spear coming hard down on its head.
AC 22.
Bits of shell go flying everywhere.
And this time I'll calculate my damage properly. 15 damage.
Yeah, 41 incapacitates this one.
Chimchim, are these good to eat?
Yeah. Well, let's have a look, shall we? Yeah, Chimchim will acknowledge nature or
Are we?
profession cook.
Is there anything else surprising us in combat, or
No,
can we
no,
examine
it's all
our
quiet.
treasure?
It's all quiet.
Yeah. Nils will pull them out and kind of like
Perhaps we can use their shells as plates. Gotta make sure to cut between the plates, not across them.
Okay, so you pull them out. I am assuming you're killing them. They're still alive.
Yeah, it's-
Okay, a good crab picker will get 14% yield from crab. We're probably not good at this, but that's a way to figure out how much meat we can possibly harvest.
I'm a
If these are not
profession-
like
I need a knowledge,
profession cook.
a
Well,
knowledge
no,
of nature.
is it an animal or a magical beast? Is the first question.
No, detect magic on it.
I don't have anybody with the skills to be involved in that conversation.
Extended out from tip to tip, like foot to tip, they're almost 7 feet tall when they're not all hunched over.
Yeah.
28. No, it's nature 28.
These things are vermin.
Edible.
That's a good sign.
There are parts of its glands that create the filament that you won't want to eat because you probably won't get your mouth open ever again.
Don't eat the sticky spot.
The cave fisher's filament glands can be useful in constructing sovereign glue and similar sticky magic items. Each one of their glands is worth 100 gold pieces of raw materials.
Like a tanglefoot bag or whatever.
Alchemist
Yep.
will get to alchemy. We'll do the alchemy stuff.
And then you're guessing that the large appendages on the creature are probably the safe things to eat. So its big crab
Maybe claws.
claws are probably the safest thing to eat. You've probably got 100 pounds from each of them of edible meat,
Nice.
which is many days of food.
You stupid bugbears. You're gonna eat. You won't eat. Stop eating our rations.
This will go great with tomato soup.
I'm more used to them being in a cocktail glass with a little bit of a sort of a spicy, probably tomatoes. It's red sauce that goes in the middle, or a butter with some garlic.
Yeah, it's difficult to find here, but you'll see what we can do. Some spices, the right amount of spices can get most flavors down. The right tomato.
I'm pretty certain marrow is a lot easier to find here than butter.
Perhaps, yes. Good thinking, boy.
It'll take at least an hour to do the
Cleaning.
carving up of these creatures.
All right.
Somebody who just subsisting on crab meat will probably eat 3 pounds of it a day.
Gotta be. Totally, at least. It's
An entree is like a pound and a half of like lobster meat. So you've got a lot of meat. Like these are massive creatures. However, keeping it fresh will be the problem.
We'll have to dry it. What we'll do is eat it
Also,
fresh.
lugging around 300 pounds of meat is
We got big boys.
4 pounds will get you your 2,000 calories, and adventurers are probably more at like the 3,000 mark, like unless you're Chimchim.
Gentlemen, I have an issue, and I might have to duck out very soon.
Okay, it's all right. We'll keep going until that happens. Stelios is investigating this pond, looking for his goat.
okay. You don't see a goat or any signs of a goat.
Or a box.
Nope. But
Okay.
you do see that bobbing in the water looks like a horn.
I don't.
Like a fashioned horn out of perhaps animal horn.
Oorex will throw the dancing lights out there.
Yep. Yeah, it's got a strap on it. It's got a mouthpiece. It looks like an elk horn turned into a musical instrument horn.
Does a detect magic show it as magical?
It does.
Then we won't use the mage hand because that ain't going to pick it up. Nils, you and me got to go get that.
He's already taken his shirt off.
Good man.
He uses the shadow spear to, like, if it's deep, to like kind of hop along.
Oorex will throw his dancing lights down there just so that we can.
Yeah, it goes from 2 feet to very deep very quickly. Nils, you're able to swim over to there very quickly. You can see some fish darting around, and Nils grabs the horn and quickly goes back out of the water.
He's like, oh, dark horrors of the deep.
All right.
Oorex, you thought you might have saw something in the water. It's like something dark, but it was just the waves and the
Careful of your
just the waves
shadow
and the
being
way
pulled
that,
away
the
from
way
you.
that your things were moving around. That nope, that's nothing.
Okay. When Stelio sees that the water's deep, he will detect evil deep down the water.
There is the faintest of auras of something evil.
There's demons in the water. You sure about that? There are demons in the water. Let's take a step back from the water. He'll concentrate on the aura, but you said it's faint, so there's just a faint aura.
Yeah, it's lingering and it's gone.
There's a low growl from Stelios as he stares daggers at the water, waiting for the crab to be harvested for dinner.
Oh, you guys are gonna just stop and wait an hour, like spend the hour now and harvest?
Well, I think it'll be like spend an hour now, and particularly if Ahmed is going to go away.
Yep.
So like Nils can guard Chimchim, and then we'll check out the room 7 to see if we can find the goat.
No,
280 pounds of cave
Fresh.
fisher meat.
Yeah. Now, crab is famous, like all shellfish, for going
300
bad
gold
quickly.
pieces of sticky alchemical components.
Yeah.
All right, so the group is all helping each other while Stelios maintains guard.
I think while they're harvesting, like if Ahmed has to go, we're gonna leave.
Yeah, Ahmed's gonna have to go.
Ahmed has to go. So Chimchim and Chimchim and Nils can harvest.
Yep.
And then we're going to basically check out room 7 while they're harvesting.
Okay.
Unless you think it's a good place to stop, Marty. It's up to you.
Yeah, I apologize.
Sorry.
Kids. All right. I bow,
conquer
gentlemen.
the dungeon by the time you get back.
Yeah, seriously. I bow, gentlemen. I will try to hop on the Saturday. 7 o'clock, 7 hours forward. You start at 6, so it'll be midnight my time. Round.
Perfect.
Yeah. The hell, I'm not doing anything. All right, boys.
Catch you later, Ahmed. Safe travel.
Boys.
Safe flights.
Kids up the plane. See ya.
All right. So they're harvesting meat.
They're harvesting meat. Stelios is going to basically lead like Iki Macer, Granite, and Oorex. He's again detecting evil.
Yep. Zilch will come.
And we're gonna basically check out the anthill zone.
All right. There are a lot of ants in here. Are you? If you're not careful, you're going to be stepping on them. The nice thing about their comings and goings, they seem to be following like each other in weird little trails.
Who's our best knowledge nature guy out of this group?
Chimchim, who's harvesting cavefish.
Who's our best knowledge nature guy who isn't Chimchim?
Zilch?
Uh,
+8.
+8? All right. So, Zilch, what kind of ants are these?
These are army ants.
Hmm.
I wouldn't step on them. They spray you with the stuff, and then they know who to attack. And if you're gonna eat them, you gotta like be careful with their head, because their pinchers will get your tongue pretty good. One of them, not a problem. Look at them all over there.
You see a massive den. They seem to mostly be making trails, some to the water and some like out to where the troll den is. And
Are they something that should be burned?
They're bugs. They're tasty-ish. I don't like how they bite me, though.
Ikimesa, if the ants get furious, you
he actually like brushes the bottom of his robe as there were a couple like crawling up his robe.
Oh, we can just preemptively make some fucking ant popcorn here.
Yeah, Stelio, standing where you're standing, you're gonna get ants on you.
Let the guys walk through. I think we're going to throw some burning, if Ikimaster's okay with it, just throw some burning hands to, like...
You want me to run in there and burn the anthill?
Well, maybe we could piss him off first in a way that will, annoy them enough. How hard? What's the safety seas against his spells?
What's that, sorry?
What are the safety seas against Ikimaster spells?
Ikimaster's evocation spells are DC 21.
So even a +14 evasion is no, because Ikimaster damn near KOs people.
I have spells to burn them, but will they be enough to get them all? There are thousands of them in there.
Well, we're going to have to get them all, in a way.
Hey, there's something sticking out of the anthill.
The gray thing?
You can see what looks like half buried in the anthill, looks like a strangely shaped shield.
Cool. I like shields.
It's rounded at the top, and then it's got like a spiky bottom. Stelios has never seen a shield in this shape before. Oorex, you take a glance, it's called a kite shield.
It's a kite shield? Yeah. It's a modern design that was like the best part of a tower shield and the best part of a normal round.
A heavy steel shield, yeah.
Yep. Oh, when we get that, you'll like that, Stelios. You guys had what? Beeswax on wood or something? Bound in leather. Okay.
I wouldn't do that if I were you, Grande. Grande's like stomped on a couple of these already.
Yeah.
You do see that there is a passage that leads beyond the anthill.
This is where I kind of want... Does anybody have summoning aside from the druid?
Nah, Chim.
No, we're not summoners.
Ikimaster summons fire.
Yeah, all right. So, all right. Oorex is going to attempt to acrobatics his way up to the anthill to see if he can lure the ants to a spot or get them aggravated at something that's not us.
Give me an acrobatics, or an acrobatics will work.
Okay.
You're just wandering up to the anthill.
You make it sound so nonchalant, but yeah, that's basically what we're doing.
Avoiding the ants, I assume.
Yeah.
Avoiding stepping on the ants is what you're
24. Acrobatics.
you're able to kind of hop between the streams of ants that are coming and going. You're pretty sure you haven't killed any of them. You haven't got any on you. It's really busy near the anthill, though.
Oh.
And you do have to hop every once in a while as some ant comes blundering through, your area. They haven't quite reacted to your presence yet. The shield is partially buried. You're pretty sure you're going to disturb the hill by taking the shield out, unless you were really, really Jenga dexterous.
We'll try to either sleight of hand or disable device the shield out.
It would be a sleight of hand.
All right, we will attempt to sleight of hand the shield out. Run!
Oh yeah, you're like, I got it. I almost got it. I got it. And then half the anthill goes boom. It falls down, and they just start swarming. There's all sorts. Okay, initiative. You want to beat these things.
All right, so
Army ant swarm. You have the shield in your hands.
All right, Oorex has a temporary +2 bonus on his initiative, so he's a +7.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna grab some random numbers. Paste them in. Stelios rolled a 1, so you want to re-roll?
Yes, please. He's just standing there. Oh, look at that. 18.
18 is much better than 1. I'm going to... Oh no, the army ant swarm got low. Boo.
Hey.
Granted, how do we fight it? It being the very angry swarm that is...
Swarm of things that we won't be able to affect, yeah. Oh, yeah. Shit.
Get to the player map. Okay, granted, how do we fight him?
Step on them.
Okay, so he's now there, like stepping on individual lands, trying to kill them. He spends his round doing that. There's so many of them. Oh, I don't think that's so wise. Getting your goo on them. Zilch is going to... I don't even know if a bard song makes sense here.
Not overly. Unless it's like the clowns thing. You hook up the clowns or whatever. The Hall of the Giants.
Zilch is gonna. She's gonna fly. So she's 30 feet away from Oorex. So here. She then uses the hex to Jester's Jaunt you.
Yay!
And it moves you 30 feet.
Woohoo! Exactly as planned! Woo! So I haven't squished any yet. Those two jackasses have squished them. Perfect.
Oh, you've got some crawling all over that.
Oh, yeah.
That's in your hand. They're individuals. They're going to be probably
annoying.
not. Yeah, annoying, but not
combative.
Stelios.
Stelios is going to. Let's see. Just checking to see if I've got a fireworks, right? Does Granite still carry a torch, or does he have enough gear now that torches aren't? Oh, he still has torches on his sheet.
Yep.
Because we've been saving our torches because the dudes who don't have, like, Granite. Oh,
Yeah,
Granite sees in the dark.
fire is useful sometimes.
Yeah.
You grabbing one of his torches?
Stelios is going to grab his own torch.
Okay.
Because he's got one torch left on his belt. He's going to pull out his torch.
And light it.
And he's going to light it. And he's got his shield and a torch. And he's waving the torch around.
Okay, the ants don't seem to like the fire.
Aha! He kills 5 ants.
While they're called fire ants, fire apparently is what you need to kill them.
I kill 5. 10,000 more are coming.
Right. You severely burn 1 and kill 5.
Haha!
All right, so that's Stelios with a torch in hand. Oorex?
Oorex is going to grab Zilch by the neck.
Okay.
And we're going to go hide behind Incubator.
Okay. You let
I let him go. Yeah. I just... Got it.
She didn't like it, but she's not complaining. The shield looks like it's got a black field with a yellow zigzag that goes directly down the middle of the shield. And on the backside of the shield, you see some weird runish, like, ringed items. Like it might have potent magic upon it.
Shield's cool as shit.
Yep.
Stelios is going to make a mess in his armor if he's not careful. It's the coolest shield he's ever seen. Oh my god. Look at that thing. 5 days ago, he had never seen steel before.
Yeah, this is the zigzag shield. Bugbears, we zoom over to them. There's one that wants to be alone with some of the romance novel illustrations.
Yeah.
And the other ones are in a pushing match for some reason, while a couple of the bugbears are napping, and they have eaten yet another day of your rations.
They're eating more than 1 day per day.
Before you found the cave fishers.
So, see, we were at 6 days. The bugbears, within 1 day, have eaten 3 days. Well, a day and a half.
A day and a half.
Yeah.
They've eaten 3 days of food. They're big, lazy, honky man beasts.
Don't worry. They will eat old and stinky crab when it gets old and stinky.
Nils, what's going on over there? Is everything all right?
No, it's fine. It's under control.
By we, I mean them. Stelios the Brave lit a torch. This is gonna be bad.
Don't worry, Ikime, sir. I'll stay out of the way of your spell.
I'm going to have to get close to it.
I'll have to get close to you.
That is not a bad idea. He takes a stride bravely forward, still within reach of Granite. He's going to ready a burning hands to burn the thing when it comes close.
We have no idea how fast they go.
He's cast 5 first level spells. He only has 16 per day because he's like dual sorcerer. Yeah, you can dish a lot of damage. Okay, after Ikimacer, it is the army ant swarm. Oh, and it is coming. It's coming. The ants just start in this huge wave, come streaming out. They move at 30. I think at this point in time, Ikimacer is burning. And while he's trying to burn that one, effectively another bulge of ants disgorge themselves from the nest that must run deeper in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Thousands upon thousands of these critters, angry as hell, following the pheromone sense of the angry ones that are surging towards you. All right, Ikimacer's spell is 4d4.
I'm hoping he can blast one of these in one go, otherwise we have problems.
For 29 damage.
Swarm should be time and a half.
Yeah.
Saving throws involved.
Reflex save plus 5. It fails.
There we go.
29 times 1.5 is 43 damage to the swarm.
Whew.
And the swarm has... The swarm is bloodied.
Chimchim, we need you. We need your balls over here.
And it moves forward and envelops Icky Macer and Granite.
Ooh.
It then does 3d6 damage to them. 12.
Ooh. Distract?
Icky Macer is going to pop his mage armor.
Oh, then no distract.
And we said, what, 4 damage per caster level of mage armor? Up to 20 or something? Or what was our formula?
We started out at 3 per caster level. Mark didn't like that, and we went to 4 per caster level.
So that
But it's 1 pop. The alternate version that we were talking about was like less damage block, but more blocks before it pops.
yeah, I think he pops his mage armor to not get
Distracted.
8 this round. Yeah, his mage armor pops and a bunch of the ants fall off of him and he's got no ants on him, but he's standing in the middle of the swarm. Unfortunately, Granite is being... He also has mage armor running.
He could also pop it if he doesn't want
He
to.
sees that Icky Macer's yelling commands as like they're trying to crawl into fucking Granite's mouth, and he will also do the same thing that Icky Macer did. Say the same words and pop the mage armor. Okay, which means that there's no distraction because there's no
Damage
done. But they are starting to cling. Like, you're pretty sure if you left the swarm, you'd be taking a bunch of ants with you. And then the other army ant swarm is just formed. Chimchim will come over. He moves. He sees you guys. I don't know if you want to help run him.
Let's throw a bomb right here.
Okay.
Right there.
He has precise
Splash.
bombs, so he could avoid.
The bomb, it only does splash damage to swarms, I think. I think the direct hit doesn't really matter. So you can just aim at the square. It's the same.
Yep.
So he hits the square he's aiming for. Chimchim's bombs do
2d6 plus wisdom plus... That's it.
2d6 plus wisdom. So his wisdom is 7, so 9 damage.
Times 1.5.
Yep.
13 damage to the swarm.
The swarm does get a reflex save.
Oh. To avoid it completely, right?
Yep.
16.
Does not make it.
Okay, more ants die, but there's still enough for a cohesive swarm. Granite. Granite will take a 5-foot step back. He still has ants on him.
Okay.
So basically, the swarm suffers 1d6 damage to reflect the loss of its numbers.
Cool.
6?
Does that mean he took the whole swarm with him?
No, but he has like a little mini swarm clinging to him.
Okay.
Now, he could spend a full round action removing the ants from him, or he could take his actions.
Does he have actions that would do anything effective?
He would light a torch. So I think he's going to spend a full round action trying to get these bitey ants off of himself.
Mm-hmm.
Granite's reflex save is +6. He fails to get them off.
that wasn't super effective. Okay.
After Granite, Zilch. Zilch has a singular weapon attack with her tail, so that won't do anything. She has no AoE spells. She can heal people.
They're not hurt yet. Do you have... Oh, we've been casting Mage Armor through... because Mage Armor, a buff to pop to block, is like a really cool buff that you could do.
Yeah, Ikimacer's ring has been casting it.
Right, we're not casting it as a spell.
Yep.
All
right, so...
Oh, the Scepter of Virtue. It gives people temporary hit points.
Could do that. She's also going to cast an Unseen Servant to help remove ants from Granite.
Cool. Granite or Ikimacer?
Ikimacer.
Granite could take a few bites on the butt.
Right. There's getting in your hair! Getting in your beard! Zilch tapping nervously, not in a bard song, so she'll cast a spell. There's an Unseen Servant basically picking ants off of
Cool.
Ikimacer.
She also has Remove Fear. Shit. All right.
Zilch, first level spell. Yeah, and that was as an oracle. The spirit, I think, gives her a bunch of neat little spells. After Zilch, it was Stelios. Mighty Stelios with his torch.
Stelios. Mighty Stelios with his torch. We're going to swing our torch at the ant swarm.
Okay, they are super quick. AC 20.
Okay, and the torch is not a weapon, I believe.
Nope.
Okay. Well, torches are a terrible idea. Obviously, torches aren't how you do this. And then
you bring the torch near, and the ants scuttle away, and you kill the few.
This is unfortunate. Stelios is going to then move, or five. I got one action. I can 5-foot step. I got a swift left.
Yep.
He's going to step forward, or does he step into the? I think he steps into the ants. He's stepping into the ants. It looks like he's trying to push Ikimacer out of the swarm.
Okay. Ants start crawling up everywhere. Oorex. Stelios is insane.
Well,
You've already had a couple of ants bite you just from being on the shield. That you don't want that 1,000 times.
Nope. Oorex. Oorex is going to. How do we? I'm just looking to see if I got anything like alchemical bombs or anything like that. I've got an acid splash, but it's like that's still technically it has splash in the name. It's not actually a splash weapon.
Mm-hmm.
It kills an ant.
It might do something.
All right, we'll attempt it. We're gonna throw an acid splash.
Okay.
They're still really quick as far as I've been told. I do hit.
Okay, roll damage.
4 damage plus there's no Bart song, so 4 damage.
4 damage. You do four damage to the swarm.
Nice.
It's like an acid torch.
I've got 1 acid splash left.
There's still lots of ants left. About 3/4 of the swarm has been destroyed.
Okay. All right. Just try not to hit me, Ikimacer.
You hear cracking sounds from where Nils is working. You sure you don't need my help?
Anything that blows up?
No.
Stelios got it.
Cracking shells. Icky Macer. All right, Icky Macer is not distracted, although he has ants on him. He takes a step back. Technically, he's now got
a small swarm on him.
A small
D6 damage
swarm
to the
on
main
him.
swarm.
And they do lose some numbers by him stepping back. 6 damage.
Nice.
The
More
swarm
effective
is
than the
now-
acid splash.
The swarm is now patchy. He is not distracted, although he has stuff on him. He's going to
Burning hands. The corner. Yeah.
the corner. He does 44 plus 20. Whoops. 32 damage.
Nice.
It gets a saving throw. It fails. So 32 becomes 48, destroying the swarm. However, there are still ants on both Granite and Icky Macer.
Yep.
Another first level spell
Okay.
gone.
Stelios is standing bravely in front of the group with the other swarms still out there.
Oh, they're still on me! Alright, both Granite and Icky Macer take the same damage as if they were standing in the swarm. 10 damage.
Ooh, do they have shield spells or anything like that? Or
Nope.
and Granite didn't replace his buckler,
He had a second buckler, yeah.
and he had a turn, so he could.
It's a swarm, though. Should swarms get blocked by a shield?
Or are they only blocked by armor? Do swarms get blocked by armor?
Yeah, the mage armor I kind of figured is like kind of everywhere, so I was able to push it out, but
It's an open question.
Yeah,
It's
I don't think you can block with a shield. I'd allow you to block with your con,
Okay.
which I think both of them are doing. So Icky Macer may not be blocking with his con.
You probably also could block with your natural armor.
Yeah, of which he has
I'm not saying he has some. I'm just.
none. He does have deflection bonus. He could ruin his ring.
That's probably not a good idea.
No. All right, so he blocks 1 damage, and Granite blocks 2 damage. All right, then both of them need to make saving throws versus the distraction quality. Icky Macer's D20 and Granite's D20. Granite might be distracted and nauseated. Give me a second here. Granite has bugs crawling into his mouth and his nose. Plus 8, he fails, so he is nauseated.
That's not good.
Do they have poison? No.
I think their clinging ability is probably bad enough.
Yeah, they've got one more ability, but the other one is moving forward.
It,
It's 30. 30. And oh, we found a Stelios.
yeah.
12 damage.
Okay. I can't block with my armor. So I block with my con, I suppose.
Okay, yep.
All right. I take 10 damage.
Fortitude save versus the distraction, DC 15.
DC 15. Okay.
Yep.
I'm distracted.
They're getting in everywhere. They're biting. Oh, there's one inside your mouth and biting the inside of your cheek.
He was about to get led on a prayer to Athena and it gets cut off.
Chimchim.
Oh,
They're not tomatoes.
try this tomato. We'll throw a bomb such that it's blowing up in the corner.
Okay.
Oh god, Chimchim, please say you can hit AC 10. I think he missed the fucking floor.
Okay, so he's trying to blow up something 30 feet away, so the AC of that spot is 5 minus 2, or another 2 for distance, so 7.
All right. His ranged is +2. He missed the floor.
Okay, so it's bouncing around. 4 square.